Hello and welcome to the Nanite News Network. Today we will cover the Warpgate explosion of Connery City's Warpgate. Then we will talk about speculation about two of the leaks from the Nanite Systems database. Following that with news about the future Sanctuary upgrade. Following that news with the opening of a new company called Global Tools Specialists and their newest and first tool. Ending with the weather. Not too long ago our broadcast of episode 5 was interrupted, stopped even. This was because of an explosion in Connery City's Warpgate. Why did this happen, and how did it happen in the Terran Republic capital, and who did this? That last question may seem obvious, but it isn't. It wasn't the new conglomerate. The ones who did this were Nanite Systems operatives, not just any NS operatives, they were the elite of the elite, it was the assassin operatives class. Now why did this happen? Apparently not long after the bombing, a video was released talking about that Nanite Systems was going to control the weather on Oraxes. Now two main questions arise here. What do they mean with their statement? And was it them talking, or did somebody maybe hack the operatives? Following with that, the earlier hacks of the main Nanite Systems database by the Freedom hackers, where they released all these images. Now these images did not make sense before the attack. But with the latest breach and leak, they may actually do. You see, we have come up with a theory. Here it is. Here you can see an image of what it seems like a huge antenna, but it isn't, it's a weather control device. With the latest measurement of Asamir's temperature, and the increasing amount of seismic activity below Arax's surface, Nanite Systems designed this device to regulate and normalize the events happening. And they mass deployed them with a cloaking ability to have no media attention to them to stop any social panic. But the lightning storm approaching Asamir has damaged this weather control device, and it malfunctions. Instead of balancing the temperature, it has increased the temperature too much, and it melted down together with a large area. Nanite Systems investigated, and then they made this picture which was in turn leaked by the Freedom hackers. We have also seen some collapsed land bridges at some outposts. Whatever was causing the increased seismic activity below the surface of Araxis had been contained by all the weather control devices. But the lightning storm is damaging these structures, and thus the underground anomaly continues to spike the seismic meters. Another theory is that these structures have been around long already, but with that huge lightning storm, they, as malfunctioning in big numbers. Certain weather occurs on places where it shouldn't, or extreme cases of the weather have been reported in areas what it has always been regular or normal. We have also heard word of a theory roaming around that nanites are not environment friendly, but we will not talk about that for obvious reasons. Breaking news, we have gotten many reports of strange noises coming from listening posts, and from below the ground on Asamir. We sent one of our investigators to investigate. Whilst he is traveling there, we will show the audio from the listening post. We thought a cortium bomb could trigger a response from whatever was lurking inside the mountain. We do not know what this means. We will investigate further. Sanctuary has long been around, but what can you do there? Many have been wondering, and it's not much. It's as the name says, a sanctuary. But Nanite Systems has come up with new future concepts, with a lot more stuff to do and a lot bigger area. There are a lot of plans, we have put them on the screen, as we talk about them. The first and most important change is that a section of the space station, bigger and advanced space station, will be dedicated to the inaugural circle ceremonies. Another change is that certs, a currency by Nanite systems, will still be earnable in battle, but instead of gaining it on the spot, an individual has to travel to a sanctuary to claim the certs. They will be available for 3 cryopod cycles. There is speculation by the designers if they will also apply that for other resources, but how and which ones is still unknown. There will be 4 main structures added to a sanctuary. There will be a faction-specific war room for every faction, and specials hubs for the outfits of that faction. Attacks can be planned, trainings can be organized. A range of things is available there useful to the faction and outfit. Another room will be the armory. This is where custom vehicles are upgraded and designed in utmost privacy and protection. One of the main requirements, though, is that it can only be released by Nanite systems if developed there. The Nanite Bank will be transferred to Sanctuary. This is a huge improvement since the bank was not available for years. People, outfits, and factions can trade resources, tactical information, and most importantly certs. The virtual environment will also get a special place, but details on this are classified and we do not want to get in trouble. Another huge plan is a racetrack on Sanctuary. This will be watchable from everywhere, seeing as the racetrack are large transparent tubes that pass through rooms and one part even through the darkness of space. With this new upgrade there will also be hologram advertisements available for purchase by anyone. There will be an improved broadcast system and the NS Segway will be released. Global Tools Specialists opened today after being delayed 3 months ago because of budget cuts by their management team and sponsor. But they finally opened and it's busier than ever. The grappling hook is trending among their purchases together with the new magnetic and anti-slide boots, mainly meant for Asamir. Another 2 things they released for Asamir is the thermo-regulating armor and an unnamed product which is yet to be released. Here you can see the tool from their advertisement. We can see that it is meant for climbing ice rocks on Asamir, which is very useful, because a lot of the times snipers have to be dropped off by a Valkyrie, and thus their position is revealed instantly. But with these new climbing tools, they can stealth their way up and become even deadlier than they were years ago. When these new tools released, the same fear level will return as when the war correspondent had the interviews about infiltrators years ago. The weather of today on Asamir: -40 degrees all over, cloudy, 70% chance of snow. On Indar, there will be a clear sky today, no sandstorms expected. It is increasingly hot though, temperatures 20 degrees above normal temperatures have been measured. On Hosing, there is a large presence of humid and it will rain all day. And on Koltir and Amrish, it will be a sunny day with increased temperatures near mountain ranges. And finally Usher, we still cannot scan Usher, because of the energy anomaly, the radius of the unscannable area is increasing by the day. Thank you for watching the Nanite News Network. Due to a decrease in news around the globe, we will release Nanite News Network Chronicles episodes while we try to create content for new episodes. Stay tuned.